Hey everybody, welcome to Color Conversations with Crawford Street. I'm Tanner. I'm the lead designer here at Crawford Street Designs in Marietta, Georgia. We do a lot with color and we love sharing about our color or our experiences with color. So today's color that we're actually talking about is was Sherwin-Williams 2022 Color of the Year. So that says a lot. It is also a personal favorite of ours. We'll go into that. And it is one that we are currently using in a project. So we thought, what a great time to talk about Evergreen Fog, Sherwin-Williams 9130. Its LRV is 30. So it's a good medium, but it's definitely color. Now, the great thing about this is it's a very, can pull what you need it to pull, or can look like what you need it to look like according to what you surround it with, right? So if you need it to look more gray, it can actually look like a much more, wow, that's really bright, grayer version of a green. Wow, this lighting is really interesting. That looks really, really, really green today in this light. It's really more of a gray. So let's talk about this, okay? So on your interior where you do not have direct natural light, colors are gonna look so different. But in those colors where I say, hey, it can kind of be adaptable to what's around it, and it's gonna kind of change. Like for this one, is it gray? Is it green or whatever? That is gonna depend on what's around it. It's also gonna depend on the light that's on it, right? Because in a shaded area, it looks so gray, right? It looks like a nice gray with a green undertone. And in direct sunlight, it looks like a nice green with a gray undertone. And even here you can see direct sunlight versus like indirect sunlight, which is, it's so important. So Evergreen Fog is a great neutral color. It's a great interior and exterior because, like we always say, green is neutral, right? It's very adaptable to whatever style you already have. It fits in with a lot of palettes, and it's aesthetically pleasing to most people. So green is a great way to go in general if you're not sure, like for exterior, but green is also calming. Green is also nature inspired. And so it feels very grounding, you know what I mean? So it's great for spaces that, like right now, we're currently using this in a bathroom. Bathrooms are all hard surfaces, right? All hard surfaces. And so for the most part, they feel, even though they feel beautiful because they have movement and tile and texture or pattern or color or luxe, whatever that all that tile offers, it also has a harsh effect, you know, because of all those hard surfaces. So something like green softens things up. And even there is just a tiny, I'm going to bring it back out of this direct light, bit of blue undertone even in this, so that it's not a very gold green at all. It's not a yellow green, not anything like that. It is a gray green with even a little bit of blue undertone. So it is like in a bathroom where it just feels like it needs something. Even if you're like, look, I'm not throwing a bunch of textile or you know, I don't think I'm going to have a big rug or anything in there. I like all of the hard surfaces. I like the clean, sleek look of that. Even just adding a soft, natural color that's muted instead of too saturated will really help balance out the harshness of bathroom tile. And that's kind of what we're doing in our project now. It's stylish, like the color, because it's muted, it's still stylish and it's still appropriate to put in lots of applications, right? Like the entire exterior of your home could be in this color. It could also just be your vanity cabinets. And it could also just be your bathroom walls. But again, just color, even though it's not a soft texture necessarily, depending on what you're putting it on, but even just color can offer a softness or a warmth or a hominess. So if you find that your space feels very clinical or very hard, like a kitchen or bathroom or even a basement space, and you feel like it's, it needs something natural, a green will do that. But then again, a muted green is especially one with a bluer undertone that's going to play well in shaded areas or dark spaces or with blues and grays and other cool tones. It's going to feel, like I said, like you can put it on a bigger scale because the color is not so in your face. The greenness is not. Now on your exterior, again, you're going to see much more green when you first see this. Like or when the light is actually on it, it's going to appear green more than gray green. Still beautiful and still not yellow green, still not gold green. It's a very cool, inspired green. But its depth level is really nice to where you could play with lights and darks around it. And it can be kind of, the great thing about this color that's so versatile is that it can be the standout color. Say if it's on the exterior or it's on an accent wall or in a room where you get direct light on it and you're like, I can really see the green, then make sure that you realize and recognize that is your color. That is a color, right? But if you're talking about putting this in a media room ceiling or a deeper space, or you're putting it on your exterior and you get hardly any natural or direct harsh sunlight, then this doesn't necessarily have to be your color. Like this could then still include a navy blue or a pop of red door, right? So it really depends on, but again, the great thing about the fact that this can go gray or green and really pull both ways is that you've really got to be mindful of what you need this color to do in your palette and where you're applying it. Do you need it to be green and nature inspired? Do you need it to be gray, or do you like both versions of it? And this is another example of why we always tell our exterior clients, we're sending you these samples, these size, we send multiple ones and we say, hang them up on different sides of your house. Hang them up and watch them at different times of day, because this color will look different depending on the time of the day or your home or your project or your space's natural light. So if you love Evergreen Fog, let me just say that it's a great color because it was color of the year. And that's like, I have done panels, design discussions with Sherwin-Williams, and they are so knowledgeable about what has been, what is going to be in and trendy, the trend forecast. But they also are very educational about that, and they're very just forward thinking about that. So whenever they choose a color of the year, you can bet that it's been really successful when used in projects, So it is a good color. But like I said, be mindful of the fact that because it is such a kind of like chameleon color, you need to pay attention to your project's light and what is surrounding it. And is this your main color? Is this going to be, Evergreen Fog is my color, and the only thing I'm surrounding it with is, wood and white, maybe black, and a brown or whatever. This is my color. Or is this meant to just be your, I should have gotten a navy blue color sample, but is this your just backdrop color, and you have more of a, like I said, a red even with it, or a navy blue could even work. And this would just be a gray that had just a hint of a green undertone, right? It's not your main color. So if you feel like this might be your color and you do need help, like determining, I love this color, now where should I put it in my space? Or how much of it should I use? Or which locations, should I use it in? Or if you think I was hooked on this color and now I think maybe after seeing it in the light, I need to go a little more gray or a little more deep. Or after seeing it in the shade, I'm like, I need to go a little more green, whatever that may be. We would love to help you adjust. Reach out anytime. Our information, our email is in the description. And subscribe if you want to have more color conversations. Okay, see you guys next time. Bye.